We want to bring you now tonight's original with in-depth reporting on a topic we've been keeping an eye on. Police now say that at least 5 shooters were involved in last weekend's violence in Sacramento, the shooting that left 6 people dead. They're now describing this whole thing as gang violence. And one discovery, police say, is that one of the men attached a so-called switch to their gun, something that is illegal, something that lets it fire much faster, much more quickly. Vaughn Hilliard tonight is investigating how easy it can be for somebody to get their hands on this illegal part. And we've got to warn you here, the story does include some loud gunfire.
The rapid-fire staccato of an automatic weapon at the hands of an alleged gunman, killing 6 this weekend in Sacramento and wounding 12 others. The succession of shots from a manipulated handgun.
You can literally fire 30 rounds from a Glock machine gun conversion in the space of about a second and a half. And the consequences are just devastating.
That is what happened on these Sacramento streets. Police saying they found a Glock handgun converted into an automatic weapon, essentially a machine gun. More than 100 shell casings found at the crime scene. All it took was adding this part, referred to as a switch, onto the handgun.
For someone that has not built one of these switches onto a Glock before, how long would it take them?
It would take approximately 15 minutes. It's not a complicated operation, and that's one of the difficulties for law enforcement.
Scott Sweeto is a retired senior executive for the ATF.
How prevalent are these switches when you arrive to a crime scene?
We didn't used to see these things very often. Now, unfortunately, you see them all the time. And the reason for that is they're very often made in China. They are imported illegally, either by being sold on the dark web or just sold outright.
The ATF says that between 2020 and 2021, they've seen a 5-fold increase in modified gun seizures nationwide. A switched gun was used in a shootout earlier this year in Houston, where 3 police were wounded.
Officers described it as an automatic, a fully automatic weapon.
Switches are outlawed across the U.S. under federal law, except for individuals with a special license from the ATF.
It can be up to a 10-year felony in federal prison for just possessing something like this.
But if an individual seeks to use it in a crime, the consequences, like in Sacramento, serious and deadly.
Vaughn is joining us now live. So, Vaughn, as you talked about in the piece, it's hard to track these parts down. But talk about what law enforcement's trying to do to try to stop that from getting into the streets.
Right. This is why it is so difficult for law enforcement, because what is happening is that these manufacturers in China are mailing these in bulk. So you have these U.S. buyers who are able to distribute them on this black market. And that is where the ATF is trying to track down and trying to place the source here in the United States of these bulk purchasers who then go and sell and distribute them to individuals, hypothetically like this individual here in Sacramento. That is where you're talking about, much like ghost guns here, you're talking about these parts that are easily being able to be assembled here and are deadly here. And yet ATF just in the last year notably has had several arrests of these major purchasers here in the United States. But of course, when we're talking about these coming to the U.S. in hundreds of these switches in these shipments here, that is where it makes it so difficult, and why you just noted there that there's been a 5-fold increase in these last years in the number of these that have been recovered. What makes it so difficult?
Vaughn Hilliard, live for us. Thank you, Vaughn. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ellie.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.